it's alright. I got mustard. I got mustard. And it's alright. I got mustard. I got mustard. I got mustard. I got mustard. And it's alright.
Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on the French map. Right, so it's been a few months since my last episode in-game. I haven't really done that much. I've just been waiting for the greenhouses to produce lettuce. I've kind of built up a lot of slurry and manure just because obviously there wasn't much else to do. We've got one field that was waiting. The grass, I could have mowed it, but I decided to try out, like I mentioned in the episode before this, just to see if it did change in size. Now I do think it is ready to harvest, but you can see that it changes and then it gets to like a maximum height, which is what I'm currently at right now. So what we're going to do is, it's now April, so we're going to mow both the fields and we're going to make some more hay. Hopefully, because we're going to get some sheep at some point after we've harvested this wheat. I mean, how impressive does that look now? It's much more full than it did look in FS19. So this wheat's going to hopefully turn out pretty good. Now, I can't really estimate what I'm going to get. I have tried to maximise everything out, but I did mulch. I did plant. I've got no weeds. Yeah, I did plough and fertilised both times, and I also rolled after planting. So it should be a good yield. Now, the only thing I couldn't do is obviously put bees around because it's not canola or sunflowers or potatoes. So technically, I think I've maximised this field out to the most yield I can possibly get. And it definitely does look good. Every time I was passing the days and just checking everything over, I kept looking at this field and just thinking at a distance that it is a big field of wheat this is, and it hopefully should turn out pretty good. And the field in the top right corner over there, that's just the same as this. But after we've harvested that, we're going to need to turn that hopefully into some area where we can put a few sheep pens and a chicken pen as well. Now the money has gone down. I'm down to 16,000 because every day, which was equated to a month, I was being hit by property basically costs, which was £1,000. So it was like 1,100 every day that I skipped by. It does take quite a bit of money off you. So hopefully we'll start getting a bit of a nice little safety net of money. That's what I'm aiming for. After we've done this harvest, I won't be spending it all obviously, but at least have some left. But we do want to invest a bit as well. Now, looking at the robot, he has pretty much gone 9 months now with these cows, I think it is. I think I've got ones that are 9 months and ones that were 10, yeah. So 10 months in total, that TMR, full. It was pretty much a lot of it. I had hay in there, silage and some straw. And as you can see, they've always sat around just under 29,000 litres of TMR, which they've obviously been consuming. In 2 months' time as well, these will start milking, and in 3 months' time, these will start milking. So we will start seeing a nice little income from the milk soon, which does remind me I do need to get some form of transport option to go and sell the milk. But yeah, straw's pretty much just sat there the whole time. It's crazy. I've got 50 cows, and I haven't put any straw in or any food for, well, pretty much since the start. So yeah, they're just happily just consuming what I've given them, which is nice to see, but also takes a lot of the animal work away. And I'm not 100% certain what I think about that yet. I kind of preferred it the old seasons where you did have to feed your cows every day because it was just enough for that day, which is what would happen in real life. You don't just feed a cow some silage and it lasts them 12 months. It's unthinkable. But you know, the way it is, it's just got a max volume. You put it in there, and the more cows you've got, obviously the quicker it gets consumed. And this can hold a lot more. We can have 30 more. So still, it's not going to be massive amounts, but very soon we're going to have 50 cows that produce calves as well, so we need to find a solution for that, because we're going to max out. So we need to find a place to rotate them. So at least we can start making some money off the calves, even if we just sell them every 9 months after. We don't need to wait for them to get to the best price. We can just sell them, because we are technically a milking farm. We can just sell them when the next lot are going to come around, which I think is every 9 months, I think it is. So you've got 9 months there where you can let the calves fatten up a little bit and sell them off. But first thing we're going to have to do is obviously find a solution to where to store these, because the first, was it 20? I think it was. The first 20 are going to obviously give us 20 calves, and then we've got a month or a day gap where we're going to get the other 30. So we need to find a solution in that day, or else they're not going to be able to spawn in. But the main thing that's happened is this. I've got a trail load of lettuce, and I've got a few more that I couldn't fit on. I have been going pretty much to and from the river just down there to get water, because it costs me from my water point, whereas it doesn't cost me if I get it from the river. So I've been doing that probably once every 2 days in game, so once every 2 months, filling it up. But every time I have to go, it's 2 trips as well, so it's like 2 trips every 2 months. Yeah, so I've tried my best. I think I've got 5,000 litres on here, but the problem is I've been looking at the prices, and right now lettuce is not really, I think we can sell it at a better price. It's on the way down, 1,707. And I haven't really got an idea of what to expect with lettuce. I mean, it's still good, 1,707. We could go and sell it. Do you know what? Let's go sell it. Why not? Let's go sell this into the farm shop. And then what we can do after that is focus on the main reason of this episode, which is we're going to mow both fields, and we're going to ted it, and we're going to windrow it. We're going to get some bales done. I'm going to do both fields in this episode. Probably some of it is going to be obviously a montage, but I'm intrigued to see how many bales we get. We should get a good amount. Two fields this time. So instead of just that big one, I left the little one. Should be a good amount. Now I'm thinking to take the same route as I did last time. Oh, I've got obviously a heavy load on the back, so I need to take my time. And I have got the strapping on, thankfully. So this is the river. So just down there is an actual bit that's just a little bit... Is this my dog? What are you doing all the way out here? Come on, get back. Oh, that's it, go. Crazy thing. Oh my god. Now he's swimming. Fair play to him. He must have jumped off the bridge. No fears. He's helping me out as I'm showing you where the river is and where you can go and get water from. But obviously with the tractors, I can't believe he just jumped off and then now gone, right, see you in a bit. Anyway, yeah, so the banks are quite steep there, but if you go further down, just about, I think it's around about, it's just before that bridge, there's a nice little flat bit. Well, it's not flat, but it's a lot more smoother, and you can back up the trailer, and you can draw water out of this river, which obviously costs nothing, and this is all profit. This is now all profit. I haven't had to do anything. Now I do think though some of the property costs have probably been upped since I've had the 3 greenhouses. Maybe that's what's causing it. It might not be exactly true, but I imagine it's at least adding something to it, even if it is small. So I'm technically on my 2nd year now, and this is going to be my first harvest coming up, so I'm looking forward to it. And first proper harvest. All I've been doing is harvesting a small field to test out and find out information on the game, so this will be my first proper harvest in a big field. So we're nearly there. We're just trying to battle our way up this tiny little hill with this amount of pallets on the back. It definitely doesn't want to climb up the hill very well. Next time I might take the fast track. Now it isn't this south point, but I will drive through it. It does actually say don't accept lettuce here. It's the next one round this corner. So let's have a look. I just got stuck on something. I don't know what it was. Hopefully this is going to be some good cash. So it's brought me back up 8,500, which is pretty much paid for all the costs that I've had to do with property. So I'm broke even in a sense. So at least I haven't got any negatives from not doing any farm work really over them last few months. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll send this back and then we'll crack on with the mowing. So I have been checking the maintenance on the tractors, and I think the fence down to 40%, and it's going to be insane. Probably about 7 grand just to fix it, which is pretty crazy, really. But anyway, let's get some mowing done. Let's try and generate some more hay. We have got quite a bit, but we will probably need a bit more, because I definitely do want to get quite a lot of sheep. And this should be a good yield. It is fully fertilised. I do like this mower, but weirdly it just feels like I'm missing a part to it. I don't know why. I know I aren't, because it's all the way across. It doesn't need a front bit or something to make like a butterfly effect, but I think they're called butterfly mowers. But yeah, it's like I'm missing something. So I will fly through this. At least it is a quick mower, and that's the wheat field over here. Again, looking pretty good. Not too far away now. I think it will be ready to harvest in around, I think it's July. So we're in April, we got May, June, and then we're ready. So hopefully in the next episode we can get some, at least the harvesting done, and then a few straw bales. It's going to be difficult to put all the straw bales away, but at least we'll get the harvesting started at least anyway. That gate, I probably should have put them gates facing outwards. I don't know why I left them like that. I put all the gates facing inwards for some reason. It's a rookie error. And I do like the fences now. I think that's one thing about the construction that they've added that is a definite plus. The fact you can put gates now and snap them in place. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do a montage of me mowing, and then I'll cut back in and I'll do some tedding, and then I'll do another montage, and I'm going to do it like that, so you get a montage of each little bit, including the baling, including the mowing, and obviously the tedding. Right, so that's all the mowing done, so now we're going to get the tedder out, and I'm actually really looking forward to this because the way they've changed how the tedding looks, it's really impressive. It's the small things like that make the game, I think, just a massive improvement. I think it's the realism of it. It just, it's like I don't even know how to describe it, but it kind of looks more full and it's flowing off, which is, now I see, I've probably completely butchered that of how to describe what it looks like, but yes, it's definitely better. And if I could get a comparison up from FS19 to 22, which I could do, but I'd have to go in the game FS19 and then obviously have a side-by-side comparison. But right now, I think we can just witness this and look at that. I mean, you can't really get better than that, can you? Look at the textures on that. Forget my driving, because obviously I just about hit the fence, but no, I have to say, yeah, that is much better. It really is. They've I think that's probably one of the most impressive things I've seen so far. Definitely. It shouldn't take too long to do this field, really. I'd say the longest part is adding it all together with the windrowing and then the baling. And what I do like as well is if I'm only picking up for one side, it's not like the whole tether sprays out the grass. It's just on the edge of where you're doing it. So on my left hand side now, it's just stopped. So now it's like three. You can see there's three like kind of waves of it coming off. But if I carry on a bit over now, you can see that fourth one coming out as well, which I do like. I wouldn't like to be standing behind it in real life, obviously. I'd be buried in grass. Okay, so that's that done. We're now pretty much ready to do some bales. And hopefully by the end of this we'll have a hay reserve. So we'll have plenty of it. And I will stack it all away, but I probably won't obviously do it all on video because it will make the video extremely long. So I'll make sure that we do some baling. A bit of a montage of that as well. And then I can start stacking some of the bales away. We're probably not going to have enough to make a dent in the shed with it being so big, but it'll still be more than what it looks like right now, because it doesn't look like we've got much, because let's be honest, we haven't. Anyway, let's crack on with this. Unfold the baler. There we go. Got there. And then we'll get some bales done. Now, they always come out the standard size for hay, different size for straw, and then again for silage, even though with the round bales you can't choose what size you want. But you can't do that with the square bales. But I do think that they're a decent size. They're obviously bigger than 4,000 litres, which is the standard that used to be on FS19, so it's improved in that sense, but it means that it's a bit more tricky to get a big pile of them. You have to be really at it. We'll have quite a lot of fields. I'll probably get more straw, to be honest. I think the straw that's going to come off the wheat eventually is probably going to be more than the hay I've done now. Try and get this little bit that I missed. I don't know if anyone else is the same, but I always hate leaving little bits in the field when I'm doing baling. I do try my best to pick up every little smidge that's just lying about, like that one there. I'll get that. I am looking forward to do that first harvest. Definitely going to be the next episode though. There we go, drop the first bale. So we're making hay. So I'll crack on with this now. Enjoy the montage of me finishing off the baling. I'll then cut back in when I'm starting to put these bales away, store them up, and then we should have a nice little reserve moving into harvest season, and then hopefully these bales will come in use for whatever we decide to feed them to. So I'm putting away the bales, and so far it's going alright. I have tried to do it first person sometimes, but it proves difficult when I'm trying to line up on this side. Apart from that, it seems to be going pretty easy. I've probably just jinxed myself, but yeah. I've got not too many. I haven't got loads of bales, don't get me wrong. It's not the biggest amount that I've ever seen, but it's definitely going to help us out early on. My aim is more likely to get sheep than anything else. I am obviously gonna get some chickens because I can at least do the smaller pen that's 6,000, but with the sheep they do cost more for the pens. At least if I get the bigger pen for the sheep and then the smaller pen for the chickens, then I think that's a good start. And I definitely have enough wheat. I need to store some of it away though for chickens, for the chicken feed, and we've now got enough hay for the sheep, and we don't really need to worry about anything else. I mean, we could have given the sheep grass, to be honest, but I do like making the hay, and also I think it's probably better overall to give sheep hay than just grass. I mean, they'll be out in the pasture anyway, grazing, so try and make their life a little bit more interesting, and by giving them a bit of hay. How much that makes their life more interesting, I don't know, but, you know, saves eating the same thing all day long, doesn't it? Right, so there we go. So we got 10 bales from this field. Not too bad. 10 bales of hay. And then the other one I've probably got maybe 4 if I'm lucky. So let's drive this over first, and then I'll come back around for the front loader. Just go through this way. You have to be careful with the bales on a trailer. It's in FS19 it was probably the most susceptible trailer combination you could have that was gonna tip over. Now I aren't gonna go that way. I've decided against that because I'm probably gonna drive over the crop, and the last thing I want to do is damage it. I've got a massive pile of manure. We might have to take some of that to the BJ and see if we can make a bit of money. Look how low the silage has got. I think soon it's going to be time for us to do some manual TMR mixing, which I think that's the way I'm going to go forward. I do like the robot, don't get me wrong, but I kind of miss mixing my own food for the cows, so I'm probably going to do it manually. And it's easier now to stick bales in. They don't just instantly disappear as you feed them in, as you place them into the mixer. They can gradually go down, so it gives you a better gauge on making the right mix, which will help a lot for when Maize Plus comes out, which I'm looking forward to. I really am. It makes you realise how much you miss and how good that mod was. It really was. It just added so many different factors into the animal side of things, and yeah, for me it was one of the best mods on FS19 for sure. But then again, I also miss the original seasons. I really do hope they come out with a version of that, because even if it's just an add-on feature to this season's that just changes it a little bit, it doesn't have to be a full mod version like it was before, the full shabam. It just needs to be a few tweaks here and there, I think, and I think it will go down a treat, and I think a lot of people will agree with me on that this is a nerfed version of seasons. Now I wonder if I can just squeeze them in there. If I've done this right, you should be able to fit 4 on. I think I'm just about okay. Just about. Well, I'll drop that there before it moves the other ones. And there we go. Job done. So I won't turn that off because I do need to go back, but what I will do is strap up these and then I'll head back and start unloading them. But I'm happy with that. It's a good load of hay that we've made in this episode. It says there 101,000 litres. That's a good amount. 101,000 litres of hay. Probably could fetch a good price. I mean, I'm not going to sell it because I need it, but I am interested now to see if I sold this, how much money would I make right now with the best price. So it's only £86 per 1,000 litres. So that's going to be around, what, 8,600, something like that. It would be a little bit more, but, you know, it's close to that, which isn't the biggest amount, but still a good payday, really. 8,000 for just doing some hay. I mean, if I took it to the BGA as well, it might be a bit of a different price. Now I'm even thinking of that. Silage. Don't think you can take hay. Yeah, you can only take straw, silage, and I think manure and slurry, which is still less when it comes to that. So BGA, I remember when you used to take manure to the BGA, it used to give you about 200 on, I think it was on medium, on FS19, so that is a bit of a difference. I'd love to go about selling some diesel. That's maybe for another time. I don't even know. I'd make diesel. I'll have to look into that. Right, so I'll part this up. I'll probably maneuver it a little bit better. Maybe bring it in. I think definitely got more than double the amount I already had anyway, so that's good. So because I've obviously done this in the last episode, unstacking and loading and all that, I'll finish off now and I'll cut back in when it's all done, and I'll show you the barn, show you how many hay bales we've got going forward, and then yeah, looks like we'll be doing some harvesting very soon. Right, so welcome back. It's now July. A few days have passed, or a few months, and I just wanted to point out that the cows are being super productive. We've got 45,000 litres of manure, and then if we run into here, you can see that the straw's getting lower, so we need to sort that out. And I did notice as well that they've literally just ran out of TMR, so I need to do that ASAP, because look, they've only just turned 12 months, so this one's had, technically this is in its second month now producing milk. This one's just started, and these 50 cows have already produced 5,500 litres of milk for me. And I think milk's selling for around maybe 1,000, yeah, 1,300. So we should make some serious money from this, but I do need to get a trailer to transport the milk. I also need to make sure that I keep that 100% maxed out so we can start getting more milk as well, the most milk as possible. And slurry, I need to start doing something with that as well. So it'd be good to see if I can invest in something that at least to take this some slurry to the BGA, because I haven't got probably that much use for that much. Then again, I could put it onto my fields for the next harvest and prep at least one stage of fertilizer before we maybe subsoil it back into the ground or cultivate it back into the ground. That could be an option. Will definitely be alright for straw. When mixing the TMR, I've got enough mineral feed, I've got enough hay, got plenty of silage. So until I get some straw, I'm pretty stuck. But then again, I could probably take it out of here, because if we do have a look, there's plenty of straw left in there, plenty of hay, but the silage, that's the problem. Robot says no, basically. Right, so in regards to the bales, I did stack them all away. You can see that I've got, what 4, 8, 12, so 24 there, which is a good number. Doesn't seem a lot, but if we just keep at it, this will soon fill up, especially with the straw as well that's going to come in very soon. And yeah, the field's full. I fertilised it, made sure that I got some slurry on the ground, and it's now ready again. So probably silage next, but it is July, which means one thing: we're ready to harvest. And I'm really looking forward to this, because this field looks really good, and we've got that other one down there, but this is maxed out in my opinion. This should give off a good yield of straw, but also of wheat. So it is now ready, which is what we're going to be doing straight away in the next episode. So I think that's a perfect time on that note to end the video. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.